Alright guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all having a blessed day. What have I done today? Just done a bit of exercise, a bit of shadow boxing and stuff. I've probably put on a bit of size from doing it. Probably not the best idea really, but it doesn't matter anyway. It keeps me trim. As long as it's cardio, keeps you trimmed, you know what I mean? It's not always a bad thing. As long as you do plenty of exercise, plenty of cardio. Shadow boxing can be good as long as it's like endurance based and not power based, strength based kind of thing. As long as it's more to do with endurance, it can be good then. If you look at some of the boxers like Ryan Garcia, he's a good boxer, very good boxer. He's very trim, very lean. And he looks well on it, do you know what I mean? So there you go, do you know what I mean? It's not necessarily a bad thing. I just need to trim down a little bit, kind of thing. That's all. But yeah, what to say, guys? I ain't been up to a lot today. Just had a lie in actually. Had a bit of a lie in. Went out to feed the cats earlier, but they weren't around, so yeah, I couldn't feed them. Gonna do a bit of my eyesight later. Do a bit of watching. Watching a few videos on my eyesight a bit later on tonight. Just thought I'd do this quick check-in video with you guys. So yeah, I might do a bit more exercise later perhaps. I might do, just to stay nice and trim. But yeah, what else do I want to say? There was something I want to say. Guys, I've thought about this before. I've gone back and forth in my faith thinking, is there a God and is there not a God? I have to think there is a God, do you know what I mean? I have to believe that. With every fibre of my being, kind of thing. You look at things, you look at the complexity of life and stuff, like all animals, all human beings, all everything basically, and like memory and things like memory. How could the Big Bang create memory? Do you know what I mean? And like taste and stuff like that. It's very unlikely, guys. Do you know what I mean? There has to be a designer, there has to be a creator to give us all those things. Like, so I have to believe, guys. I do. I'll always believe. I don't need to look too much into science. I feel like God gives me clarity anyway, kind of thing, and I don't feel the need to look too much into science because you can get lost in it. It's like it's like, how can you understand things about God's creation and about too much about the universe and about God's creation unless God gives you that wisdom? Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. It's beyond our understanding. We're not scientists. We're not. Do you know what I mean? We're not astronauts. We're not. The majority of people aren't. Do you know what I mean? And there are a lot of scientists that believe in God as well. Like very big scientists and stuff, so I have to believe, guys. I do. I just look at things like memory and taste and stuff like that, and I think, how could an explosion cause that? It just don't add up, guys. It just really doesn't add up at all for me. I have to believe in a creator, and I think, why not Jesus and God? Do you know what I mean? It's one of them, the God the Father. So I have to believe in it. I believe in it 100%. I can't help but believe in it. Everything I've seen, experienced, and everything, what I've learnt about the world and stuff, I have to believe in it. So yeah, that's where I stand, guys, kind of thing. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, and what else do I want to say? I think that's about it. And not only that, guys, look at all the times God's come through for you in your life. like when you've needed something, or when just look at the goodness of God. Look back at your life and you can see the goodness of God, even though it hasn't always been easy, even though you've probably had issues and like due to your forefathers' sins and stuff like that, and covenants and stuff like that. Like what do you call it? What's it called? What's that called now? I'm trying to think. Spiritual bondages and what's the word? There's a word I'm trying to think of. I can't think. It won't come to me, guys. But generational curses. That's what I was gonna say. Generational curses. Even though we've all had them, we've all had our own demons and everything. Look at the goodness of God in your life. Look at God's grace in your life, whether you realise it or not. And this goes for everybody, everyone alive. Like, do you know what I mean? God's been there for you, whether you realise it or not. In the moments, in those extra happy moments, those really good moments, kind of thing. That kind of don't add up on the surface of everything when you look at life. It's just, I believe it's God, man. I believe it's God. That's all I can say. God is good. God is good. One thing I'll tell you, never forget that God is good. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. That's all I can say. That's it, guys. But yeah, that's all I want to say anyway. I still want to say. I think that's about it, guys. I'm just gonna do some more eyesight later. I'm gonna do some more shadow boxing. I think try and tone up even more, slim down even more. Do a lot of cardio. A lot of high volume stuff, just to try and slim down even more, kind of thing. But yeah, that's it. That's all I want to say. Hope you all have a blessed day. I also want to say, guys, this is another thing I want to say. The world's got its beauty standards and everything like that, but God and Jesus and the angels, they exist outside of that. God can lift. God can lift all people up. It doesn't matter who you are. What look Doesn't matter who you are or anything. Whether you look conventionally, do you know what I mean? Look good or you don't. We've all got different purposes. Do you know what I mean? The world's got its standards and stuff, but it's like God really operates outside of that, and the greatest path sometimes isn't the one with the biggest accolades. Do you know what I mean? I believe sometimes it's more complicated than that, and sometimes it's different to that. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them, potentially anyway. So yeah, God can use anybody for pretty much any purpose, based on your strengths and weaknesses, and how you've aligned yourself and what you've learned in your life and what you've been through. So that's it, guys. Never count yourself out of God's plan, because God can use absolutely anybody, and he'll often use the people who've had the most unlikely kind of that he's the most unlikely to use. Basically, he'll often use people, the outcasts, the misfits, the black sheep of the family, the people who've suffered, the sinners. Do you know what I mean? He'll often use people like that, like I've said before. And just because something appears a certain way on the surface, like you don't know what a person's been through, you don't know their story, you only know the surface level of the story, you don't know the full story. So never compare yourself, never judge other people. It's a complex world, and you don't know the story, so that's all I can say. You don't know what they've been through to get to where they've got to, or to to get anywhere in life. Basically, you don't know where they've been through and stuff like that. You don't know what they've been through and stuff. So that's all I can say, really, guys. You don't know all the hard work that's gone gone on behind the scenes, and often in people's lives, when you look at people who are successful and stuff, you only see the surface. You don't see what they've been through to get there, or the suffering, the struggles, everything like that. What else? Yeah, you don't see all the sacrifices, all the hard work, all the suffering. Do you know what I mean? All the struggles I've had to overcome. Basically, you don't see that. You just see what you see on the surface. Do you know what I mean? But doesn't matter anyway, because God can use anybody, like I say. Um, and at any time of their life, do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter whether you're at the beginning of your life, at the end of your life, in the middle of your life. God can use you at any time, as long as you're a willing vessel and your heart's in the right place. And that's all I can say, really, guys. This is what I think. But yeah. You really can use anybody, kind of thing. From from any any background, anything at all. He can use anybody, and he does use anybody. Do you know what I mean? Because the misfits, the broken people, the sinners, the black sheep of the family. Like he uses them all. Do you know, he can use anyone. Do you know what I mean? No, you're never too far gone. Do you know what I mean? You look at Saul. Saul, like, basically persecuted Christians and murdered them and everything. Like, he just or persecuted the church even, I think it was, and like murdered people and stuff until he had an encounter with Jesus, and then become the Apostle Paul, one of the greatest apostles in the Bible. Do you know what I mean? So if he can turn it around and become one of the greatest apostles, then anybody can. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. But yeah, that's all I want to say anyway, guys. Don't want to say anything else. It's got quite a long video, but yeah, I just wanted to say that. That's all I want to say. So that's it. So take care. God bless. Much love. And I'll be back soon with some more videos. So that's it. Probably scriptural or MMA based, probably in the next few days. I think I'm gonna probably have a break from YouTube this evening. I'm probably gonna do some of my AI site, most likely, because I haven't done any of that for a while, and I want to get back into it just in case it's a route I ever go down, or I can talk about it on my YouTube channel anyway. So it's something I want to learn about. The whole world operates on AI nowadays. Everything's to do with AI, so it's good to learn about for everybody. So that's all I want to say. So yeah, that's it. So take care, guys. God bless. Much love. I'll be back soon. Take care, guys. Love you all. Thank you. Bye.